MAGA supporters invaded our HBCU.
What is going on over here?
You called the East primitive, but what? We created y'all knowledge. We created y'all science. We created y'all math. Y'all didn't do shit besides steal. Y'all didn't do anything to your... You guys didn't make shit. You guys touch children. You guys fuck.
Showing them the door.
We walking them to the door, y'all. I don't even know how they got on campus. We gonna figure that out, but I don't know. They need to get like a trespass, like penalty or something, because
Sending them off.
Tell him it's that boy. He thought he was gonna come up like Charlie
Yes.
Kirk, man. That
yes, yes. Say good job, TSU.
good job. Shout out to my
Good.
All we did was set up a table.
TSU no more, boy.
Can't even hear you.
Very safe, very black, and very tired of this.
They did not walk this way. They walked that way. No doubt. No doubt. God did not walk this way. They walked that way.
Clip the video on camera real quick. What's up?
Hey, what's up, man? Like, oppressor hell. You feel me? Like, it's a crazy day out here. It's TSU. You feel me? Hold up.
So now that the white MAGA cannot get into churches, they are showing up on university campuses. I am telling you people, because the black community in this country said they are not going out to protest, they are not doing a goddamn thing, it has so agitated the white people in this country that they cannot go and beat up people on the streets and terrorize people, that now they are going into black spaces to try and start a civil war. This is their tactic. Black people already told you they don't give a shit what you do. And they have been trying every goddamn thing. Trump has been trying. DEI, erasing black museums, everything, taking down everything to do with anything that a black person did for this country. And still, they cannot provoke black people to go into the streets. That's what they want. So now, the white maggots of this country are going into black spaces to try and terrorize them. I think that white America needs to get a mirror, because what you're doing is not going to work.
Some of the palm-colored people are trying to aim their rage at black people after one of the palm-colored man unalived another palm-colored man. And now some of the white MAGAs, they went to HBCU, which is a black institution in Tennessee, and they instantly got kicked out. They thought that perhaps after Charlie Kirk was unalived, they will continue with whatever Charlie was doing in HBCU. And these people are really trying to provoke any way in which they will start or create violence and also start a race war with black people. So, guys, I want us to watch these clips together and also stitches, and also you will see how they were chased away from the HBCU because those students were not there to joke with them. Anyway, welcome back to Afrojudy. I really appreciate your massive love and support. So let's dive in, and kindly give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're coming across this channel for the very first time.
We saw happen at Tennessee State University yesterday is going to start happening in a lot more HBCUs across the country, specifically our public HBCUs. And so I want students to know to not engage. Like, all they want from you is a reaction and to document that reaction, to get views, to get streams. And them coming to campuses with MAGA hats on, trying to debate you, there's nothing to debate. They are literally going against your basic human rights and going against immigration, going against DEI. Those are attacks on different people in our community, different people that go to our schools, and they're trying to be a Charlie Kirk. They're trying to go to these HBCU campuses to get the energy, to fuel up the anger. It's like, that is what they want. It makes them feel good to see you reacting that way. And so I know that students want to be vocal about and, like, you know, go up against them, but there's literally nothing to debate. So next time that happens, go inside your rooms, act like you're ignoring people when there's an event you don't want to go to. Very simple. Do not engage. I want y'all to imagine if nobody engaged with those group of folks at TSU yesterday. Like, imagine them being on the yard and literally their table set up, their mics, their cameras, and literally students are paying them dust, not engaging in interviews, not talking to them. Everybody went inside the student union or inside their dorms. There is nothing to debate. So I know we're passionate about going against people. There's nothing to talk about. So, and I want schools to reiterate that message. Like, I get our public schools that people can just come on campus and do what they got to do, but you're not welcomed here. And so the same way that y'all treat those panels or those different, you know, resume building events or tabletop events and you don't go to them, treat them people just like that. Go to your room, go to a day party, go turn some music on the student union. Stop engaging with them people, because we're going to see this so much more often. And I need our students to know that, like, they're just trying to get engagement. That's all they want to see.
Hey guys, it's Leash. Listen, I know I'm looking a little rough. Just got finished working out. It is what it is. But y'all, the MAGA folks that went to Tennessee State University, which is an HBCU in Tennessee, the folks that went there to basically harass and wreak havoc on that campus are none short of just vile. These are children. These are students that are seeking higher education to better themselves, potentially their family, their communities. What are you doing? You know, like, what did you think was going to happen when you stepped on an HBCU campus to pull these reindeer games? These are educated individuals. And unlike some of these MAGA folks who clearly aren't educated or have any sense of mental capacity to understand that, you know, if I really don't want to be bothered with these people, I don't go to where they are. Like, I just stay in my lane, which is wherever the MAGA folks reside. Why are you bothering these kids? What did they do to you? What did Tennessee State University do to you? Y'all stay not wanting us around, but then you find ways to invade our spaces, attempt to tear them down, and then act as if it's us that's the problem. Miss me with this shit. Oh, and to the kids on that campus, y'all are the real MVPs. Those kids did not come to play. And I love that. I love that they lack that fear of, oh my gosh, they're going to, no. They were like, you are ignorant. Get off our campus. And also to Tennessee State University as well. Thank you for protecting those children, because this is insane. And for those who still want to uphold this MAGA agenda and pretend like this racist regime is not a thing, and racism and white supremacy are not a thing, please get it together. This is ridiculous. But shout out to Tennessee State University, to the students on that campus, faculty, staff, whoever, for making that place a great place for kids to want to come and learn. And I hope more kids actually go to that university and people support that university, because that was just ignorant.
Why is no one talking about the MAGA supporters / debaters showing up to Tennessee State University today? Tennessee State University is a HBCU. So, of course, these debaters / supporters, they have no affiliation with the school. How they got on campus, no one knows. So, of course, the students that attend there, they will be outraged and screaming and yelling at them, as they should, because why are they there? And one of the signs that they were holding up, it stated DEI is illegal. Again, I hate to make it about race, but this is what it has gotten into. YT people want a race war with blacks so bad. And I pray to God that they do not fall for it. All those students were doing was having a normal day, going to their classes, walking on campus, and for these MAGA supporters to show up with signage and, setting up a table, that is to start nothing but confrontation. And sadly, this country will not change because of who is in the White House. This man does not lead, as we say all the time. Situations like this will continue to happen. This country is a disgrace.
Hey y'all, this is George Cook at African American Reports. Today, these two idiots totally disrespected an HBCU, Tennessee State University, by trying to walk on campus without permission, without filling out any paperwork, and having a Charlie Kirk-style debate about DEI and illegal immigration. Fortunately for them, security got them out of there before anything could happen. Can you imagine what would have happened if the Omega / Q dogs that got to these clowns first? Tennessee State University released the following statement about the incident. Today, a group of individuals unaffiliated with Tennessee State University appeared on campus without prior notice. In accordance with university policy, and demonstration of protest activity requires advance approval and permitting. Campus police and staff responded promptly, and the individuals were escorted from university grounds without incident. At all times, TSU students conducted themselves in a professional and respectful manner. The safety and well-being of our students, faculty, and staff remain our highest priority. TSU will continue to uphold university policies and ensure that campus remains a safe, welcoming, and orderly environment for all members of our community. I want to thank Tennessee State Security for handling the situation properly, Tennessee State University for making sure that their students were safe. I want to give a warning to all you clowns out there who think this is okay. One day security is not going to get there first, and the sports teams or the frat brothers are going to get to you first, and that's not going to end well. Stop playing with us. Goodbye and God bless y'all.
Going to an HBCU while being a whole white supremacist wearing a MAGA hat is peak white privilege. Peak white privilege. And I'll tell you why. He knows nothing's going to happen to him at that HBCU, because if it does, it's only going to make the black folks look like animals, look like thugs, and that's the narrative he knows he's going to be able to spin on them. So them young black kings and queens at the school, they already know, man, if we put hands on dude, we're going to look like the bad guy. No matter what we do, we're going to look like the bad guy. That is peak white privilege. Because if Black Lives Matter sat up a table, 3 of them sat up a table to go into a freaking college that is majority white MAGA folks, and they went over there to debate, you guys would sit here and say them black folks went over there to start some trouble. They don't belong here. Call the police. Call the cops. Get them out of here. This is what we mean by white privilege, bro.
I saw that a group of Trump supporters showed up at Tennessee State and HBCU and wanted to set up a table for some debate. And you know what happened? The black students said that they were being invaded by Trump and MAGA supporters and had them removed from the campus. And that right there is the reason why black people in America will never prosper past the heights in which we had achieved before. Because see, the modern day African American is too scared, too cowardly to face their oppressor face to face. You guys are in college, right? Aren't you supposed to use your knowledge that you're learning while you're in college to engage, to debate, to dismantle your enemy's talking points? Instead of standing firm, instead of standing on business, y'all chose victimhood. Oh my gosh, poor us, we're being invaded by Trump and MAGA supporters, even though I'm the same group of people who want to point at these people and say that they're the dumb ones in the country. Y'all straight up went to calling the cops. Like, really, black people, you're gonna call the cops on MAGA supporters who came to set up a table at your college for debate? It's like, why? Because you can't argue with them? You can't out-debate them? You're not smarter than them? Because you don't like what they're saying? I thought MAGA was supposed to be the dumb ones. Well, prove it. Like, straight up. Prove that Republicans, prove that MAGA supporters are the dumb ones in this country. Stop running away from debates with them. Stop running away from confrontation with them. But the reality is, you can't, and therefore you won't. Because honestly, the only time African Americans actually speak up for something is when they can demonize and attack a white person or to laugh and joke about a serious situation. And y'all look up and wonder, scratch your head till it bleeds on why nobody wants to include us on anything. Don't want to hear none of our talking points. Don't give a fuck about our perspective. And what the students at that college don't understand is that you silenced your own voice by doing that. You thought you were doing something to them. No, you had an opportunity to express, to teach, and to learn. And you decided to run like the cowards you have always been. All those black students did was just expose the real problem. And it's that closed minds don't win. If you hate the system, if you hate the party, if you hate the president, you cannot beat them by running away. You cannot win by avoiding conflict, by avoiding debate. You win by knowing your enemy better than they know themselves. That's why we're not winning. Because if not, then you've lost before you can even start.
And let's just play that out, right? I might be solo on this, but let's just say Buddy was going on campus to provoke black people. Let's just say he went on campus. He said, I'm going to wear this MAGA hat because I know I'm going to get a reaction out of them. And we just going to film it all. We're going to film all the black people being violent like everybody say they are. And so confrontational. Let's just play that out. I feel like me personally, I'm always somebody that want to beat the odds and beat the stereotype. So instead of acting a fool and giving him what he wanted, I would be the person to make sure that you're shocked and you didn't get what you wanted. So instead, you looking to provoke and you wanted a reaction out of everybody. Instead, you got a conversation. So now that you got a conversation, let's see if you post that. Let's see your real character, your true character. Let's see what your true intentions were coming on this campus. That's what I would be focusing on doing. Not running the man off campus, because what if you just proving him right? Like, you know what I mean? And he could have had great intentions to begin with, but I'm just playing it out. Let's say he did come on campus to provoke me. I would rather go viral, because that's what they're looking for, this viral moment. Everybody got their phone out, kicking a white man off campus. I would rather go viral for thousands of black people to be surrounding this white person and just having conversation. Educating him, right? That's all you want him to do is know your perspective. That's what I would want. Because now I'm like, let's see if you post that. And if he do, great. But I'm just confused. Y'all talking about he came on campus to provoke us. Well, it seems like it worked because you gave him exactly what he was looking for, if that's what his intentions were. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. It could just be me.
All right, guys, welcome back. You know, these palm-colored people, some of them are really trying their best to aim their rage at black people, even after knowing very well that it's one of them who unalived Charlie Kirk. They're still trying to target black people. They're still trying to find ways to provoke violence so that black people can start a race war with them. And that's why they chose HBCU in Tennessee instead of choosing any other public space or any other university. They just went to black space because they knew by going there, black people will react so fast, because for quite a long period of time, these people have been trying their best to rage bait black people, but black people are standing their business. They're not there to be rage baited. They're not there to go out and start protesting the way some of the palm-colored people want them outside. And you know very well that the only thing that these people want from black people are the flesh. And it's so important. That's the main reason as why black people are not even getting out to protest with them. And again, black people have really tried their best. in the United States. They have really fought for people, and all time when they are fighting, it's the other people who will be benefiting of their fight, and the black people will still be unalive. That's the main reason as to why after the election they say that, well, we have tried our best, but you guys refuse to listen to whatever we are telling you. So right now is a time for us to rest. And even if the black people are resting, these people are still kind of raged because they want black people to be getting out to the streets to protest with them, to help them, because they know how powerful black voice is. And I really appreciate the students at the HBCU in Tennessee for standing their business, because if still they want to continue with whatever CK was doing in Tennessee, the kind of debates, and you know how some of them were against the black rights, the women rights, the LGBTQ plus rights, the immigrant rights, because Charlie Kirk, the debate itself, I've been watching his episodes for quite a long period of time, and he was really against some of the things. So if these people, these MAGA people, really want to go to HBCU to continue with the hatred, the students stood on business and told them, well, we are not here to be rage baited, we are not here to be fooled. And to the black people who are blaming the HBCU students for kicking the MAGA people out of HBCU, can you please just give us a reason as to why you are blaming the HBCU students? And mark you, there are black people who are blaming them. And also, I saw some of the palm colored people really happy that the MAGAs got kicked out of HBCU, because they know very well how the United States has turned. It is not the United States that it used to be earlier before. It's another United States where voices are being silenced. So if this kind of voices want to be allowed at public spaces or at institutions like HBCU, and yet you'll find out that some of the voices outside here are being silenced, what do you think the government of the United States is trying to show people? Because they know whatever is happening, they really know when it's happening and whoever is conducting all this, but they are not really concerned about it. And this is not even enough. Even the hate groups who have been walking across the streets chanting their slurs, the government knows these people very well, but it's not even taking any action to mean it has allowed this to happen. What if it was a black person, or it were black people who went to maybe white university to conduct a debate regarding whatever CK was doing? What do you think will have happened to the black people? And again, something which is really shocking me, these palm colored people, they want to start their whites only towns, but still they are trying to target black people wherever they are. That means they cannot live without black people. They just want to live closer to black people, or they want to do whatever black people are doing. That's why they're not even satisfied in their whites only towns. They're still looking where black people are, so that they can incite violence, so that they can aim their rage at them, because they thought that by starting whites only town, the black people will follow them. The black people will start begging them to come back so that they can live the way they were living before. Because at first, when uh, DJT talked about segregation, they thought that black people were going to be enraged, but even black people encouraged them to go ahead with the segregation. And I know that is the main reason as to why the orange man was so enraged, because he knew that black people will be against segregation. But they were so much into it. They said that, well, continue doing whatever you are doing, continue creating your whites only towns, and don't come to black town. And also there were some of the palm colored people who were blaming black people, the reason as to why they are not happy that palm colored people are creating their whites only towns. I was like, who is not happy, and yet black people are even celebrating uh, and encouraging them to start their whites only towns. And also these people are the one who burnt down the black towns, and yet they were saying that it's the black people who are not happy about whites only towns. If they still want to segregate themselves from the black people, why is it that they're still targeting the black institutions like the HBCU? Why is it that they're still targeting black people? They are still trying to relegate black people. Why are they not even satisfied with their things? They still want to find wherever black people are. So major congratulations to the HBCU students at Tennessee. You did a massive work, because you can't be allowing whatever CK was doing to still continue happening at your university. So guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Do you agree with whatever the Tennessee students, the HBCU students at Tennessee did, or you are against it the way some of the black folks were against it? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. I honestly appreciate your massive love and support. Until next time, ciao ciao.